enlightenment is possible because we are all enlightened by our very nature. If we are all not enlightened by our very nature, enlightenment is not going to be possible. So then the question is, if we are already enlightened by nature, why do we have to practice? The practice is more to do with discovering that enlightened nature and discovering that enlightened nature that is within in us. How to do that so in the practice, or how does the practice works as to discover the enlightened nature, is through seeing the obscuration first. What is the obscuration? All of these thoughts, all of these emotions, all of this, suffering and pain is in itself is obscuration. So having a good look at that first, then if you actually begin to see them like a mirage, they don't really in close look at them, don't exist. They're really only from the far distance, when we take them to be real and when we take them to be powerful based on them being real, they seem to have this power of creating the whole of the samsara and the suffering of the samsara. But in close look at them, they are like a mirage. They don't exist. So what doesn't exist? In its place, your nature exists. Right? Now this time, you are coming in contact with the nature for the first time directly beyond the veil. Veil has been disappeared, that which is mirage-like, and then you are coming to directly have a contact with the nature as it is. Now that has to be the enlightenment, small version of your enlightenment, And so that is the whole purpose of the practice of the meditation, Other than, doing the relative bodhicittas for the mind training, overall to realize the nature is the main thing. Realize your nature as enlightened is the main thing. And develop confidence. So when you know that is where all the rivers are coming together to the Ganges, and Ganges is going into the ocean, that's what it is, then you must really see how you're doing in regard to that view, in regards to that final sort of like a most important point, So if, in retreat or in outside of retreat, you are making a progress in that direction, you should have no any reasons to feel anxious, or you should have no any reasons to feel like, you have to be doing something more, right? You should be relaxed, and you should do continuously what you're doing to make the progress in that direction. Yeah. So don't worry about all the different forms, different practices, different things so much. If you're making a progress, all the forms, all the different practices is to bring you to that recognition of the nature and being able to really develop a confidence in that nature.